Dan was like, and the secret to perfect upholstery is... and that's how you get it to work. Well, the expansion continues. We're opening up downstairs, so we have a pass-through between both shops. Again, converted one side to complete manufacturing, CNC, 3D printing, additive manufacturing, welding, bending, etc. And that way, the other side of the building will be just completely for the Porsche. Really excited because now that we have our new tubing bender mounted, Paul and I can really dive in. We scanned the interior of the Pikes Peak car so we can digitally create a roll cage. Now that's all well and good, but it doesn't matter unless we can transform a digital roll cage into a real life one, right? And that really starts at understanding if a 90-degree bend in 120 wall dom, right, drawn over mandrel steel tubing, if a 90-degree bend in SolidWorks translates to a 90-degree bend in real life, and that's everything. So we have our new tubing bender installed in the new side. We drilled the floor, mounted it. So everybody also was like, there's no way you're going to be able to bend 1.5 inch 120 wall tubing by hand. And so many people said it that I was starting to question it, but then we bolted it down and we it's like butter. I mean, it's a little bit of strength, right? So I didn't want to upgrade yet to the hydraulic or the pneumatic upgrades of it because, well, you could probably get into trouble pretty quick if something's going wrong. So really the technique today, we know we have to bend it further than 90 because steel, of course, will want to spring back, right? And that's literally what it's called, right? A little spring back. And so you might want to go 92 degrees, 93 degrees, 94 degrees, and then the steel will just naturally come back and settle, hopefully right where you are. So all of that needs to be tested. So we're going to use some scrap pieces and again try to make a compound curve with a couple of 90s and a couple of 45s on different planes, totally recreating what a roll cage is going to have to go through. And then we do it in real life and we take some measurements, so when we go back into the CAD software and we have our weldments and we have our tube following a 3D path or a 3D sketch, this should be able to translate into a real life cut, bend, weld, etc. So really excited about that. Now we're gonna be ripped by summer. How's our degrees looking?
We're at 60, 68.
What are you trying to get to?
90. And there's spring back, so we gotta go like 93, we're thinking.
Okay.
And then the steel will come back on itself.
We're at 81.
How much?
We're at almost 90.
Almost 90. We'll go 93, I think.
93.
What do you think?
It's like 89.
Oh, okay. So we've got one more in us. Good. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good. And stop.
Okay.
93.
93. Does that look pretty? It looks 90-ish.
Looks 90-ish, yeah.
Might even look like 91. Like we'll see if it springs, right? It feels like maybe a little in.
Maybe we could get, I think we might need to get more bend in.
So you need more, you think?
Yeah, just looks like it's.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
All right.
And it went back to 80.
And it went back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so.
Oh, that's pretty clever too. All right. So you're still locked in.
No, yeah, gotta bend it again.
Okay.
All right. We're at 93, but I think it's probably spring back. So
I'll get that.
get another one.
Yeah. What's the gauge?
It's at 94.
As long as the gauge is. Now, what if we do this? What does it go back to?
Goes back to 90. Looks about 90. All right.
Well, look at this. This gives you an idea of that.
What do you think?
Pretty close, probably
close, yeah.
89 and a half or something like that. Or 80.
I think we're like 80, a little lower.
Mm-hmm. And this isn't a perfect, you know. It's pretty close. I heard a Camaro. Dude, looks nice. Okay. And you said pretty stock?
It's got a 327.
Okay.
It's got some blemishes on it.
Stripes look good though. Interior looks nice. Was it like a brown?
It's red.
Oh, it's red. Okay. Oh, yeah.
This side's locked. Go on the other side. Oh, shit up. Yeah?
Yeah. Always these dashboards. The big ass dash.
Hmm.
We've done, I mean, obviously no one cared at that point what our deal was, right? And that was it. And so she never paid, I never got paid, but the neighbor, the pharmacist who set it up, he paid me for it. Sweet. Simple. Dead simple, huh?
Needs to be wiped up a little bit.
Yep. You got this in here? Good.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
forgot why I put it there.
Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah. Add a little bit of cleaning. Wouldn't hurt. Boy, it looks good.
Yeah, it just needs to be wiped.
I love this. Like, this reminds me of the old Chevy. Like, you could stand in there and work on the engine, right? There's so much room.
This is 350. Is it? Yeah, I see it there.
You're gonna take this down to Florida, right?
Eventually.
Eventually. Nice. All right, all right. We got a delivery from our friends at Classic 9 Porsche out in Detroit, Michigan. Should be a new leather dashboard. The beauty about the Pikes Peak build is we still have to get jobs done for our customers to help fund for the race. And part of that is a restoration of another 944 Porsche dashboard. So this should be black leather, red stitching, full, complete dash. This is the trim piece, I can tell. This is the plastic we ordered. All right, now we're getting to it. And these are actually really cool. It's something we could water jet, but since they do it, they can keep doing it for us. That's fine. Wait till you see this. In fact, Dan, who's going to be upholstering these, just traveled out to Michigan to work with these guys and get some extra tips and tricks. So he'll be doing the work. So come over. This is the opposite way, but you'll see that this is, we already have one installed. You can see what that'll do is that'll hold down the leather over the vents for a perfect fit. They always put in a little extra of this to now cover, but we use that already when after we fill all the cracks and re-epoxy, which you won't be able to see here. On an old dash, that's all that happens, right? So here's another dash in the pipeline. What happens when they manufacture this, it's a steel frame that then has a molded foam, but then they like vacuum seal, vacuum form the vinyl to it. And as the vinyl goes through hot, cold, it cracks and it pulls the foam with it. So we go in there and we dig all the bad foam out, re-epoxy, refill, sand, and then for a little bit of an extra nice feel, we lay down this thin layer of foam that then we shave into it so we can pull around. But they give us an extra piece. They don't realize we've gone basically, we got our 80-foot roller, so. Probably the lower. I guess we want black stitching on this one, maybe the next one's red stitch. What color is that? Is that black?
Yep.
Black. All right. All the end pieces, the end caps. Ah, here we go. Nice red stitch on the main upper cover. Now, I don't remember how this goes on. That's why we have Dan. But it must be something like that. All right. So we need to fold. Whoa! That was crazy. Almost killed. That was like glue. Now, and this thing's prepped. Now we got this on top, right? Don't cover that.
I'm just looking at it.
Don't cover that up, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's just glue.
Well, you're not gluing anything right now.
No. Didn't you just say it was gluing? Just thinking about gluing. Well, I know we're not gluing because we don't have the glue. I'm gonna go get the glue. And then, do you know what this piece was for? Is this something special? Did they not give this last time, or was this just? Does this go somewhere? I don't know.
Just not packing material.
That'd be a strange thing. Maybe it's so you don't cut through the box. Let's do a test. Maybe. Now the question is, Dan, you remember how to do this? How's the working height? Good, bad?
It's fine. We'll have to rotate it.
Yeah. I think I should work on that. Probably. Although you get underneath it pretty good. I think it is pretty good. See, I'm framing this when? So the handrail actually starts at the top of the stairs. So you don't have to jump 3 feet. Yeah. So I'll tie this in a little bit and come up all the way with a handrail.
Did you give us a second one?
No, remember we had an extra from the other one. Or
This was the extra.
how do we have an extra?
What's this?
They sent us one.
So it's not 3 so far.
Yes, sir. That's why they're our good friends, Classic 9, Michigan. I have Dan upstairs working on a customer's Porsche dashboard, right? So that involves, they all crack, they're all 30-something years old, almost 40 years old. And the way Porsche designed it, which was fine, you know, for like the first 10 years, is they put a steel frame and then they molded some foam on it, and then they heat, shrunk, and vacuum formed, albeit pretty cheap vinyl on top of it. So what happens is, going through heat cycles, right? Sunny day, cold, hot dash, cold, hot, hot, hot. The vinyl gives up first and it makes a crack, but since it's pretty much chemically adhered and chemically bonded to the foam, it pulls the foam with it, and now you have this huge, ugly crack running along your dashboard. And you're lucky if you just have 1 or 2. Normally it just takes over. So Obviously, it's like the most visible thing when you get into the car or look through the windshield. So a lot of customers try to have them fixed. There's a lot of cheap options out there, meaning like you can stick on a plastic cover, you can drape carpet over it, but what we really enjoy doing the most is a customer will either send us their whole car and we might do a full restoration. That's another side of the house. But we might just do a dashboard at a time. And what we have to do is we take off all the old vinyl. We have to scrape down and really carve out all the, and also what happens with the foam is the stuff that gets pulled up also seems to like harden and get really, really rigid and rough and sharp. So we carve all that bad foam out until we get to the original soft foam, and then we fill it with like a 2-part epoxy that's also somewhat pliable, but we have to sand that down. We do a little bit of body filler, really try to make it as smooth as possible, and then we'll put some automotive grade like foam covering on that, and we'll shave that into and kind of contour that into the original curve, and then we'll go in and reupholster it, usually with a leather, full leather, or sometimes a suede, Alcantara, basically Italian suede. Some of the people prefer the Alcantara dashes as well. But either way, it's a full resto. It's one of our services. Hey, the clamp wall works. I've lost my hammer. Couldn't have gone far. I was using it right. Hammer time. When do you see it?
I'll let you know when I watch the footage.
We got it. Can't save the day. Perfect. Magic check. Not one miss. You know, real guys, like real hammers, can do it like in 3 hits. Isn't that crazy?
Mm.
Like boom, 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 in. 6. We're glued.
Yeah, we just let it tack up a little bit and then.
Nice. Headphones! You said so. You know, we were having one of those 5-star days